Welcome back, guys. In this video, we're going to start talking about scales. Now, scales are extremely important because this is going to be the tonal center that every song or beat revolves around of. Anytime you're picking out a note in the melody, you're referring to the scale. Anytime you're picking out what chord to use, you're looking at the scale as your framework and your guideline. There are a lot of scales, but we're not going to go through all of them because there's only a handful that we use in hip hop and rap and R&B and stuff like that. Right now, we're going to go through the two most common scales, a major scale and a minor scale. There's a couple variations of the minor scale, but we're going to get into that later on in the course. Right now, we're just going to focus on the natural minor scale. The major and minor scale consists of 7 notes, 8 if you're including the octave, and it's pretty much just a sequence of whole steps and half steps. A half step means to move up 1 semitone, and a whole step means to move up 2 semitones. So let's get into the major scale. First, we're going to start at middle C right here. First note in our scale is always going to be called the root note. Starting at the root, we have a whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. Now, it probably makes a lot more sense that we're using C major because in a C major, we're just using all the white keys, you know, as opposed to something like E major, we'd have to use a couple black keys. It's a bit harder to memorize. So for the minor scale, we're going to start at C again so you can really see the difference. So starting from the root, we have a whole step, half step, whole step, half step, whole step, and then whole step. The most popular minor key is A minor because that only uses the white keys as well. So you can see the exact same intervals. Whole step, half step, whole step, half step, whole step, and then whole step. You can either learn it as half steps and whole steps, or you can learn it as intervals. If we're doing it by intervals, we have the root, major second, major third, perfect fourth, perfect fifth, major sixth, major seventh, and then the octave. And then for the minor scale, we have the root, major second, minor third, perfect fourth, perfect fifth, minor sixth, minor seventh, and then the octave. So those are the two basic scales. You can either learn it from the intervals or the half step, whole step method. When you're practicing and learning it on your own, I really want you guys to hear the difference between how they sound. A good training exercise when I was learning this as a kid was I'd close my eyes and then I would pick a random key and then I would, you know, count intervals or whole steps and half steps and try to build a major or minor scale. So if I'm an E, or it can be. So pick a couple random keys, do a major and minor scale. Don't worry about going too fast, just get used to the shape and the sound of it for now.